Still quite a lot to get to on today's episode of Good Night Qatar with Oliver Platt, Gareth Wheeler, and Jordan Wilson. We're going to have a word for our 4 semifinalists now that we know that field that is set after the conclusion of today's 2 matches. Let's start with Croatia. They have been banging the drum, demanding respect, reminding everyone they were finalists in the last World Cup, and they have a really good shot to be there again. But Jordan, tell me why Croatia should not be favorites to win this tournament.
Because of who else is left in the tournament. France, best team so far. I don't want to jinx them because I've been jinxing people since the beginning.
Yeah, you don't have a great record on those, men.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say anything about who should win and all those.
We know nothing.
Wheels, we've said it, man. We know nothing. But France is a better side, and I'm just more inclined to what my dad was saying, what Ollie was saying the other day, is that maybe their luck will run out at a point. Because I don't know, even though they have this hard nose, will take you to pens attitude, it's almost you have to be flawless. Lovren and Guardiola have been immense for Croatia, but also the competition. If you're going against France in a final, or you're going against Messi, it's just different gravy. Like, these are guys that could really punish you. You really have to be on your P's and Q's. This whole lulling teams to sleep that they did with Brazil, it was tremendous. But
different grade. They just beat Brazil. Like, they beat the best team in this tournament. There's no more. True, there's no better gravy than that, and they just beat the best team. I think you can make an argument that Croatia could be considered the favorites to win this World Cup. They have the best midfield.
I can't put them as favorites, man.
Of any country that's left, and they have the best center back in this tournament as well. And they just know how to win. Like, these guys have so much savvy. Like, nothing like takes them out of their stride. They're confident. They have versatility in this team. They have the requisite experience, and they were just at a World Cup final. We haven't had a repeat World Cup finalist since 86-90, when it was West Germany and Argentina. Man, I'm convincing myself that it's going to be Croatia, France. I can do this all day. Two wing players, Montiel and Acuna, are suspended for Argentina as well. I don't know. This Croatian side, I'm done doubting them. They've only led for 46 minutes in this tournament, but I think they can still go on and make it to this World Cup final.
But Wheels, you're going to call them favorites? Favorites
at this point, I just think that the other 3 teams are flawed, are massively flawed. Well, not massively, they're flawed. I think that Croatia's flaws. I don't know what Croatia's flaws are, to be honest with you. How are they flawed?
Go, Ollie.
I think they have a ton up front. Like, they should have lost that game against Brazil. Like, this is the weird thing, right? Is that I understand that. This is the kind of weird thing about it for me is that I still think France are favorites over Croatia. I think Argentina are favorites over Croatia. But I do also think, to kind of agree with Wheels, Argentina is a more beatable team than Brazil were. Like, I think it's a more winnable matchup, this one, than the one they just won. So look, you can't rule them out at this point. But to say they don't have flaws, like the front 3 isn't at the level of what France are going to offer. They don't have a player like Messi at the top end of the pitch, a true difference maker like that. And if it wasn't for me, for Brazil really taking their foot off the gas and thinking they could cruise through the last 15 minutes of that quarterfinal, they're out of the tournament right now. Not to take anything away from where they've excelled defensively in the midfield we know about, but I don't think you can call them favorites based on that performance.
I do have to jump in and move this conversation along. There will be time for more on Croatia, don't worry. And I know there's going to be plenty of viewers who want that due. You'll get it. But we got to move on, talk about Lionel Messi and Argentina. Talk about Morocco, Gareth, and teams of destiny. Ronaldo's out, some of the other heavy hitters like Neymar's Brazil. Does it not seem now like this is Messi's tournament to lose for Argentina?
Yeah, just ask the Portuguese players. Do you think that there's some like campaign for Argentina to go on and win this tournament? It writes itself. Lionel Messi winning the World Cup, winning the Golden Ball in the process. I understand that. But this team and the way they play, I actually thought they played really well against the Netherlands, in fairness. But they're not a complete team, in my opinion. Look, this game is going to be an outright scrap with Croatia. Of course, they could very well be the team of destiny, but that all revolves around the Lionel Messi story.
All right. Well, we did spend a fair bit of time earlier in the show talking about Morocco and the sensational performance from the Atlas line. So we will save that chat for them as well for our next show.